Envision a garden that greets you with fresh flavors year after year. Welcome to the world of edible perennials. What if you could plant once and enjoy the fruits of your labor season after season? That's the magic of edible perennials. These plants return each year, sprouting anew from their steadfast roots, ready to offer up a bounty of flavors. From the crisp snap of asparagus in spring to the rich burst of berries in summer, edible perennials bring a variety of tastes to your table without the need to replant annually. This means fewer trips to the garden store and more time savoring your harvest. Imagine the convenience and pleasure of picking fresh herbs right from your backyard year after year. Edible perennials aren't just about fruits and vegetables, they also include a plethora of aromatic herbs that can transform your culinary creations. Each plant not only sustains your palate, but also adds vibrant life to your garden landscape. Now let's dig deeper into why perennials are a garden's best friend. Before we go further, it's crucial to understand the difference between perennials and annuals. Perennial plants are the marathon runners of the plant world. Unlike annuals, which complete their life cycle in just one growing season, perennials come back year after year. When you plant a perennial, you're setting the stage for a plant that will grow and bloom over multiple seasons. This enduring nature is what sets them apart from annuals, which need to be replanted every spring. Now let's talk about some of the practical advantages of perennials. Economically, they're a win-win. Since they don't need to be replanted each year, you save on the cost of new plants and the labor of planting them annually. This makes perennials a particularly attractive option for those who want to enjoy their garden without the yearly hassle and expense. Moreover, perennials tend to develop deeper root systems than annuals. This not only makes them hardier and better able to withstand drought, but it also enhances the soil structure and helps prevent erosion in your garden. They're like the gift that keeps on giving, not only to you, but to the environment as well. To give you a taste of perennial power, consider plants like asparagus, rhubarb, and mint. Asparagus, for instance, can produce tender edible shoots each spring for up to 20 years from a single planting. Rhubarb adds a burst of flavor to pies and desserts and can thrive in a garden corner for over a decade. And mint, with its refreshing aroma, can spread and flourish without much fuss, providing fresh leaves for your teas and culinary delights. In essence, perennials are the cornerstone of a low-maintenance, sustainable garden. They allow you to invest less time each year in planting and more in enjoying your harvest. With perennials, you plant once and harvest for years. Now that's efficient gardening. Curious about which perennials to plant? Here are some top picks that are not only easy to grow but delicious. First on the list is the robust rhubarb. Known for its tart flavor, rhubarb is often used in pies and jams. Plant it once and watch it return each spring with minimal care. Just remember, only the stalks are edible, the leaves are toxic. Next, consider the versatile asparagus. This early spring vegetable can produce for over 20 years once established. It thrives in well-drained soil and full sun, rewarding you with a bounty of spears each season. Moving on to berries, blueberries are a must-have. These little powerhouses of nutrition require acidic soil and a bit of patience as they mature. But the wait is worth it. They burst on the scene with antioxidants and a delightful flavor that enhances any garden. For those who love a touch of zest, don't overlook the hardy artichoke. This perennial thrives in warmer climates and can be harvested for several years. Its bold architectural form adds drama to any garden space, and its heart is a delicious reward in the kitchen. Let's not forget about the leafy greens. Kale and Swiss chard are champions in the perennial world, offering vitamins through multiple seasons. These greens are cold hardy, making them excellent choices for a year-round garden. Lastly, the enchanting herb mint is perfect for those who enjoy a burst of fresh flavor. It's incredibly easy to grow, but remember, it can be invasive. Planting mint in containers can help keep it in check while still enjoying its aromatic leaves. These plants are not just food sources, they're a feast for the eyes too. By incorporating these edible perennials into your garden, you not only guarantee a recurring harvest, but also contribute vibrant colors and textures to your landscape. Each plant not only sustains the body, but also delights the senses, making your garden a perennial paradise. A perennial garden changes beautifully through the seasons. Let's take a seasonal tour. Spring in a perennial garden is a time of rebirth and renewal. As the snow melts and the earth thaws, you'll witness the first signs of life poking through the soil. Perennials like rhubarb and asparagus are among the first to greet the spring sun, quickly sprouting and ready to be harvested. This is a crucial time for gardeners to clear away any debris, ensuring that these emerging shoots have all the space and light they need to grow. As we roll into summer, the garden bursts into a riot of colors and scents. Lavender, sage, and mint flourish, their aromatic leaves perfuming the air. This is the season of abundance, where plants like blueberries and strawberries come into their full glory. It's important to provide consistent watering during these warmer months, and mulching helps retain moisture and suppress weeds, keeping your perennials happy and healthy. Then comes autumn, a time of preparation and transition. Perennials like Jerusalem artichokes and kale thrive in the cooling temperatures. It's also the perfect time to divide and replant perennials, ensuring they continue to thrive for years. Preparing the soil with compost during this season enriches it, setting a nutrient-rich stage for the next year's growth. Winter might seem quiet, but it's a vital period of rest for perennials. While above the ground things look dormant, below the surface, roots are still actively growing and strengthening. This is the time to protect your plants from the cold with layers of mulch or straw, which act like a cozy blanket insulating the plant roots. Throughout the year, perennials can be strategically placed to create a landscape that is not only productive but also aesthetically pleasing. Imagine a backdrop of evergreens paired with the vibrant winter hues of witch hazel or the bright fall colors of fuchsias. Your perennial garden is a living calendar, full of life and change. Perennials do more than feed us. They play a crucial role in our ecosystem. When you plant perennials, you're not just setting roots for a plant, you're laying the foundation for a vibrant ecosystem right in your backyard. These steadfast plants are more than just a source of delicious berries, fragrant herbs, and fresh vegetables. They serve as year-round havens for a myriad of wildlife, offering shelter and sustenance through the changing seasons. One of the most visually captivating benefits of cultivating perennials is their ability to attract and support pollinators. Bees, butterflies, and other beneficial insects are drawn to the continuous blooms that many perennials provide. These pollinators are not only essential for the propagation of the plants, but they are crucial for the pollination of over 3/4 of the world's flowering plants, including many of the crops humans rely on. Perennials also contribute positively to the environment through natural processes that are often unseen. Their deep root systems help stabilize the soil, reduce erosion, and increase the soil's capacity to store water. This leads to less water runoff and a reduction in the need for supplemental watering, which not only conserves water but also reduces your garden's overall maintenance needs. In essence, integrating perennials into your garden does more than just enhance its beauty or yield, it supports a complex web of life. By choosing perennials, you're not just gardening, you're giving back to nature. As we've seen, the perks of planting perennials in your garden are immense and rewarding. These steadfast plants not only simplify garden maintenance but also grace our yards with year-round beauty. They play a pivotal role in supporting local wildlife and biodiversity, while also providing us with a plethora of nutritional benefits. From the robust flavors of fresh herbs to the juicy delight of berries, perennials offer a veritable feast right from our back doors. If you're just stepping into the world of gardening or looking to transition to a more sustainable practice, consider starting with 1 or 2 perennial plants. Whether it's the fragrant lavender or the hardy asparagus, these plants will give you a taste of perennial gardening without overwhelming you. As your confidence grows, so too can your garden. Expand gradually, adding more varieties each season, and watch as your garden transforms. Think of your garden as more than just a plot of land. It's a long-term investment in your health and the environment. Each plant you introduce not only enriches the soil, but also supports the local ecosystem. Imagine creating a space that not only feeds your family, but also shelters birds, bees, and butterflies. Plant once, harvest for years, and watch as your garden grows into a bountiful, sustainable paradise. Happy gardening!